Hi Internet friends, welcome to Wednesday. In this video we will be finishing up riveting the nose ribs of the horizontal stabilizers to the skins, and then we will basically connect both sides, the left and right horizontal stabilizers, with spar and rivet everything together. Now, as you can see, one thing that's really helping here that I really like is this adjustable height table that I got from Home Depot. It sounds weird, but it's really convenient to be able to adjust the piece that I'm working on down to the level that I want it to be at. Otherwise, the other solution would be to get a ladder or something and climb up to be at the right level. But by being able to lower it, then I can actually look inside while I'm trying to rivet this. And the hardest rivet to do here is the rivet right on the nose. If you can see, I'm trying this a few times. I'm pretty sure I ended up drilling this out and redoing it a few times, but otherwise it's pretty straightforward. Stick the rivet in and hold the flush mount attachment against the head, and then buck from behind. Now, one technique that I figured out worked good for me, that I don't discover until a later video, is actually putting blue tape on top of the rivets when I rivet them with the flush rivet set. And that seemed to result in less marking up of the skin from the impact of the set. But it's okay that I didn't do that here. Just I'll have a little bit of extra prep work to do when I paint or vinyl or whatever. However, I decided to finish this thing with some kind of decorative color. I did spend all last weekend learning how to weld. I finally decided to fix the bracket on the motorcycle that the spring tensioner attaches to, because it was broken. And the last motorcycle trip I did last year, I basically just had a spring clamp that I clamped that to the frame with for the whole trip. So I bought the bracket and have been meaning to install it on the bike, and I did. And then I also bought a top case for the back so I could lock up my helmet when I'm on the trip, which is coming up in 2 weeks, 1 week, something like that. And when I bought the, of course it's always a story, and you buy one piece and then you realize you need another piece, so I bought the case, and then I realized the case needed a special BMW mount, and so then I bought the BMW mount. And then one of the bolts was stripped, and so I had to cut it off with a grinder and then figure out how to weld a new bolt to the frame piece, which luckily I was able to unbolt. But anyway, welding's interesting. I just bought a cheap Harbor Freight welder and started trying to figure out how to weld on a bolt, so that took all day. Eventually I figured it out after screwing up like 8 times. But that's the fun part of learning. So anyway, bike is ready to go on the trip pretty much as soon as, of course this is the funny part, once I got the case mount on the bike, then I went to go attach the case and realized that Givi, however you say that Italian name, actually makes 2 different products that have similar names. One's called Mono Lock and the other's called Mono Key. And apparently I had bought the Mono Key mount, but the case I bought was Mono Lock, and they use different mount lock mechanisms. So then I bought the right one that matched the mount, since I had already gone through all the work of attaching it to the bike, and that should show up today. So anyway, enough about motorcycles, back to airplanes. So again, the adjustable height table here is super handy just because, you know, I can look inside the um, structure, skin, whatever it is that I'm trying to rivet on, and make sure that that's at the right height for, well, at least a comfortable height when I'm trying to um, buck these rivets. And actually, at this stage, there's not really any rivets to buck because when you put the spar and attach it to the nose ribs, you actually use the pop rivets to attach those, the LP4-3. So that's always fun to try to get the rivet puller in there and make that work. So anyway, in the next video we'll be continuing to rivet these skins onto the structure. Hope everyone has a great week. See you in the next video.